All right, everyone. Welcome back to another week of $30 budget vintage. Today, we're actually going to be showing you a rematch between Cascade Rhinos and Mono Red Blitz. If you watched that video, you may have noticed that we played Blistercoil Weird pretty incorrectly. We actually gave it 1/1 counters instead of just temporary prowess triggers whenever a spell was cast, which is a pretty significant difference. If I recall in that video, the Blistercoil Weird kind of started outsizing the Rhinos that Cascade Rhinos would make, and that was just a pretty big deal. So we decided that for the the integrity of the tournament and all of that, we are going to re-record and republish with playing the cards correctly. So that's what today's going to be. I'm not going to include deck text in this video, so it should just be pretty short, just gameplay in this little snippet. And if you do want to go see the deck text, I'm going to try and include a link back to that video. We'll see if I can figure that out in YouTube. If I can't get the link working, just go back a week or two and find it. And once we get this posted, we're going to move on to the second round of our bracket, so that'll be exciting. All right, well, enjoy the gameplay content. We'll see how this turns out when we play the cards as they are written.
All right. So this is us correcting our little mistake.
Refilming a matchup because I grievously misplayed.
What'd you do? It was both of us. So we gave Blistercoil Weird 1/1 counters.
Instead of just pseudo prowess. I kind of was getting it mixed up with Nivmagus Elemental, I think. And
that makes sense, yeah. They're both very similar looking.
But yeah, just it definitely impacted it. Just getting it above Rhino size made a huge deal, so...
Yeah, so for the sanctity of our first bracket, we do have to revisit it. I feel like it should be an okay matchup for Rhinos.
Alright. High roll?
Yeah, high roll's good.
That's a good one.
Didn't you do this last time?
Alright, let's go. I'll be on the play.
Alright, good luck to you.
You too. This is not good enough.
Yeah, my hand has no green mana and double crashing footfalls.
Mine was no creatures and
Okay.
no card draw, other than a crash through, I think.
Yeah, it seems like a waste of time.
There was gut shot and skewer, and if skewer was the actual card advantage one, I may have kept it. But
it's like fine, yeah. It's like turn one, see 2 new cards.
Get 2 new, yeah.
Talk about light up the stage.
Light up the stage, that's what it's called.
What a good card.
So I had that in most decks that you can replace by the just 2 mana version of it.
Yep.
Reckless Impulse.
Oh yeah. There's also one that has Casualty 1. And does
Is that 1 mana or is that 2 mana?
It's 2 mana.
Okay.
Game 1? Jeez.
I'm not keeping a 1
I think I'm okay keeping this.
I'm on the draw.
Yeah.
I'm on the draw.
There's something to be said about not keeping this, but, that's fine. I don't think I'm really winning with 5 cards.
I think I can win with 5 cards.
You absolutely
I had 1 land, Simeon Spirit Guide, Incubation. But my payoff was Lelia. I think if my payoff was Shardless, I would have considered it.
Yeah.
I don't think Lelia is good enough against you.
I think Layla sometimes is better than Shardlish in decks against that can't deal with it.
Yeah.
If you think your Layla can live, I think it might just be better than Shardless Agent. Especially if you can follow up a Blood Braid or something, obviously.
Yeah. I think Lelia is it's more susceptible to things happening to it. It gets innocent blooded. So I'm going to...
Yeah, who plays that card? No one plays that
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta say, this 5 is actually insane.
Alright, that's not fun. Ready?
Yeah.
Switch 3 for 1.
Yep.
Go ahead.
You have my Cusco.
Let's start with a crash through.
Yep.
One trigger, draw. Let's... What hand of mine beats turn 2 Rhinos? Is kind of where I'm at right now.
I think it involves Soulscar Mage a lot.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that card does not exist in my hand.
Soulscar Mage is such a big deal.
I think I'll Lava Dart you.
Yeah.
And then I will attack for 3.
15.
Go ahead.
Ooh, that was a pretty nice roll. Forest, take a pain. SSG, Shardless.
Yep.
So we're gonna find the footfalls. I need to make 2 Rhinos. Go ahead. I don't remember where I put these things. Elephants are like rhinos. Elephants are like rhinos. Those are 4/4 rhinos with trample.
So if we go again, I'm just absolutely not winning this game. So
That's what I like to hear.
here's 1, 2. I think I go Firebolt one of them.
Okay.
Firebolt it again. Attack with a 3/4. With a Lava Dart engrave.
Yeah. I'll just play double block. You sack a land. So this is a 4/4, even though it says a 3/3, so I'd be putting 6 in front of it. It's a 3/4, it'd be a 4/5. Double block.
I'll do the Lava Dart.
Yeah, so dart.
Um,
Does it matter?
so this will be going up.
So you're gonna have 5 now. So one of them will live. So this.
Yeah, I'll hit you for 1 then.
Oh, sure. Trade here.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Take a pain. Shardless again.
Yep. That's kind of what I was just assuming was happening, and
I'll hit you for 2. I'm shortcutting through my. Making 2 new rhinos, and you're good to go.
okay. Cast a Blistercoil Weird. Play a Spike Fuel Hazard as the land.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I think we do have that land somewhere.
I think it'll be okay. This game's
Yeah.
probably over pretty quickly.
Yeah, we just know it's land, so. Tap, draw. Red, take a point. Lelia.
Sure.
8. 10 will be 11. Will be 15 damage. Trigger Lelia. Exile Incubation Incongruity.
Okay. I will just take 15.
Okay. I wonder if I was ever supposed to leave back a blocker. It seems like coward moves. Go ahead. But like that Shardless could have stayed back, right? Like that would have been fine.
You got it. Yeah, I was kind of hoping it was just Shardless into Lelia, not Shardless into Shardless.
Yeah.
So I was maybe supposed to not attack with the Swift Spear and go all in on it, but I just, especially with that hand, I don't beat it by not trying to start trade off.
Yeah, Multi 5 make 20 power by turn 3 is pretty
Very nice.
good. Alright, you'll be on the play for game 2?
Yep.
Alright, well that was a pretty clean game 1.
Yep. Went a little bit differently than last time, huh?
It's kind of crazy. It didn't even matter with the Blistercoil Weird. So my sideboard's not a lot. It's Raft Traps and Pyrokinesis. I think Pyrokinesis comes in.
I think Reality Hemorrhage is unnecessary. It's just a more expensive thing that doesn't do as much. Frenzy's a little too slow. Courier's a little too small. Crypts are not great. And then that kind of just leaves a Braids. Again, it doesn't kill a Rhino on its own, so I don't think it's necessary. The one thing that I really think about with that is that if I board out like Firebolts, Abrades plus any of the 1-mana pings does kill it, as opposed to Firebolt needing 2 of them. But I don't know. I think the discounted cost of Firebolt versus Abrade is just fine because it's still 2 spells to kill 1. It's
Also, Firebolt kills Shardless by itself.
True.
And
nice.
Bloodbraid. And Lilia's if you catch it before combat.
That is
Firebolt.
yeah.
Oh, it's a sorcery.
That's sorcery. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
That is probably
It realistically does not kill Lilia.
Maybe someday I cast one to block. Right? Like, that could happen.
Yeah. So I think Lelia, catching Lelia is the only reason to really bring a Braid in. And I think on the play, I'm just trying to go faster than you.
Yep. I brought in my 3 Pyros. I took out 2 Hieroglyphic and 1 Bloodbraid, actually. We talked about Bloodbraid maybe being a little slow. Like, maybe it's supposed to just be 3 Hieroglyphic, but I kind of want to keep, like, my deck thin, if that makes sense. Like, I don't hate cantripping on turn 1.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's bad.
I don't know. Bloodbraid does start to add bodies. It kills quickly.
Yeah, and Bloodbraid can be like Bloodbraid into Shardless into Rhinos, and that's
Which
like
is
an
just unbeatable for this deck.
Yeah, maybe the Bloodbraid cuts wrong, but I don't know, Chris. What do you think? You kind of put this deck together.
I would cut Hieroglyphics. I think
over Bloodbraid.
I think I put that card just because it kind of takes place of cards in general. And again, especially against a deck like Blitz, you don't really want to take turns off just cantripping.
It's a really good point. Yeah, your mana kind of has to get spent on something. So,
which I mean, what else are you doing on turn 1, right? But like, you can be incubation trying to find a Shardless, which is just a little bit better than obviously not a little bit better. It's a lot better than just cycling for 1 card. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's gonna be tough with Andrew on the play, but I don't know. Good luck, man. Hopefully, we don't see those mulls, but hopefully, I do get the godly hand I had last
Right.
time. Trying to do some winning today.
This is keepable.
Mine's keepable, but not much more than that.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Soulscar Mage, pass.
Hate that card. First go.
Well, let's go with a Crash Through.
Yep.
Cross. Interesting. I think I'm also going to Wabba Dart you.
Yeah.
I think I need to start getting damage in. And then 3 more.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I think we've talked about Reckless Read, right? It's too expensive because of...
It's way too expensive because of Pioneer, I think.
Yeah.
I was
it's not
looking...
going to be a slam dunk in this deck, for sure. Honestly.
Yeah.
I was looking at like a really dumb like Boros Reckoner, Stormwild Caprador, like Reckless Rage My Own Guy deck, and it's way too much money. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of a... I'm going to Incubation.
Okay.
Kind of awkward the way it shakes out.
Has the Prowess deck thought about Dead Gods?
No, probably not. Do you
Just
like
because
that?
it's a 3-mana bounce, like the things you. I mean,
I'll take
it's not good enough though. Or maybe like Flame Slashes in the board because obviously lines up real well with Rhinos.
Yeah.
It only hits 1 though, obviously.
Man, yeah, it's like somehow doesn't seem like a winning proposition.
Yeah.
Yavimaya, go ahead.
Draw. Let's play land. Let's start off with a Crash Through.
I don't mind this. There's not only 1 Prowess creature.
Yeah, that is a little bit unfortunate, but let's go with a Lava Dart on you.
Lava Dart on me.
Whoops, I already played a land. 3.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, really, matchups like these really show why the decks are missing blue. You know what I mean? Getting those vapor snags or, any type of interaction.
Yeah.
That's a good point, yeah. Yeah, this deck really, the red deck just does its thing. And it's awesome at it, but yeah, it just does its thing.
Echo in Truth on the sideboard would be kind of cool.
So, I had like a questionable turn, like I didn't know what I was going to do. Then I found Mr. Guide here.
Interesting.
Now I get to just cast Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah. Let me see another Simian Spirit Guide. Big
That
money.
would be fine, right?
Would be
Nothing's
fine,
wrong with a 5/4.
That's
Really?
pretty good too.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'll just combat.
That's interesting.
Dude, think about it.
Double lava darts, stack 2 lands.
You can go to combat.
What if I just didn't attack? I'll attack. I'm no coward.
Alrighty.
Shouldn't me if I've already played a land. Go ahead. And you know, it's something I talked about in the deck tech that never materialized in our first games. But again, the interaction with Lelia and Cascade. Now, I remember when I did the deck tech, I realized that Simian Spirit Guide doesn't buff Lelia when you exile.
Neither does Bone Crusher, but we thought that at first, too.
Oh, we thought Bone Crusher too. That's crazy. But I did check the Cascade interaction works how we think it does. There's a Gatherer ruling and everything.
Yeah.
So if I Cascade and I flip 20 cards, she gets 20 +1/+1 counters and becomes an absolute tank.
God, this is hard. I think I...
Double dart attack.
Actually, I think I'm just going to skewer there.
I respect that. I truly do. Do you not want to dart face then discount? I guess you don't need to spend your mana. Yeah, just skewer it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Huh, love that. So I do have this. I can kind of set up again. Is that too cute?
Please be a Lelia.
Lelia?
Thank God.
Is that good?
It's better than our than a Shardless.
Did I play my land this turn? That was stupid if I did.
Yes.
Yeah, I did. Why
Yeah.
did I do that? Was that Mountain?
I don't remember.
Huh, that's weird. Combat?
Yep.
Attack?
Yep.
Bony boy. You're taking 3?
Taking 3.
All incubation.
Yep.
See, that's the thing about incubation. It sets up your crazy turn 2s, but also I just found a shardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's pretty nice.
Do I ever think about keeping the Bloodbraid Elf instead of the shardless? No, because it could hit a Lelia right now, so it's just really bad. Go ahead.
Why?
Oh no.
Why? This has just been a bit unfortunate, huh?
So weird. Yeah, this has felt so different from our previous games, and there haven't even been Blistercoil Weirds in play.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeah, it's just been a really unfortunate draw, huh?
This game, man. Variance, right?
It's just... So I know I have Rhinos coming.
Yeah. And Lelia could also be a monster.
It's true.
Double Lava Dart and graveyard 1 card.
Yeah, but I can't always just block the Lelia just in case.
You'll know before it's time to block.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's no core clans in that list currently.
Oh, that's crazy. I think that might be a little too specific, but I like it.
It's just a 4-mana 4/4 trampler, too. It's not bad.
It's fine, yeah.
Just as is, if I dart attack, I just don't beat Rhinos on the back end. So I think I just have to pass.
It's so wild. Yeah, and you know it's coming. Potentially.
Well, I mean, there's no reason. I don't think there's any reason not to.
No. I could. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. Taking a pain for blue. Shardless agent?
Yep.
Alright, let's see how big she gets. I'm glad I didn't Bloodbraid. Nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, well, she's lethal. Or no, so it's 10 exiled cards, correct? Or no, that exiles
no,
in itself,
exile,
so it is
so
just 11.
She's
Yeah.
going up to be a 14/14.
Yeah, so she is just lethal.
That's so comical, dude. How is that allowed? I know that it's not happening in any formats because
Legacy. I think
people do this in Legacy. You just do this, but you
get
get
Elvish
forcible.
Spirit Guide and
Simeon.
you get endurances and furies and
So you
stuff.
have to chump block this. if I send with Bloodbraid Elf, you could like Lava Dart it and chump it, but I don't know if I really care. I think it requires some action from you, so I'm going to attack with both of these.
Okay. Exile trigger.
Oh, God, there's more. I can do that.
Is it 2 mountain or just a land, or what is it?
That one's
It's exiling a red card.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was land.
And I can do that until the end of the turn, right?
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna...
guess can I go to blocks?
Yeah, because how many Lava Darts are shown?
2.
So it's like, it's not great unless I want to just shoot for one. So yeah, go for blocks.
I'll just block there.
Okay. That's fine. I'm going to resolve damage.
Okay, I'll take 3.
Yep. Main phase 2. This. And all Exile, Simian, Spirit Guide, Pyrokinesis. Now, if I do 2 and 2, you flashback 1 dart, and you keep them both.
Mhm.
If I do 4, it's gone no matter what. And then this is like going to edict you again. I'll just do 4.
Yep, that's fine.
It's crazy. Go ahead.
Yep, that is what happens.
Yeah, there's a chance the turn that you killed Leah, and then you had 1 Prowl Sugar on 2 of your guys, and you had 2 Lava Darts in the bin. I think there's a chance you just like ping the Bloodbraid for 1 attack, and he can chump and take like 4 or something.
Yeah, I definitely thought about that. But again, I knew for a fact that Rhinos were coming down next turn, and I don't...
That turn you did.
Yeah.
That turn you
Yeah.
didn't know about Rhinos yet. But the next turn you did find out that Rhinos were coming. So like, I guess,
yeah.
because like,
Sure,
you either could like Lava Darted...
No, because I played Lelia for 3, and then I incubation into a shard list. Didn't I?
Yeah, that was when he cast.
No, you Bloodbraid into Lelia, and then the next turn you played Incubation and something else.
And Lelia.
Yeah.
Because I
Oh,
played
he's
Lelia.
held one. Okay.
Yeah. So I think you either could have double Lava Darted the Bloodbraid and got in for 8 and put him to 4. You know what I mean? And then you have something else.
I guess that's true.
Or you can like Lava Dart him for 1 and it for 1, so he can either chump 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you get 1 in the face. So I mean, I think that was like your turn to deal damage, but also you just drew lands, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, your draws looked really bad, and
6 lands in the very thin land deck is just not good enough.
Yeah.
Even if I did see the Soulscar Mages, it just
No, there's
wasn't
nothing.
good enough. Yeah.
and I remember in our last games, it felt like you had just like a lot more 1-drops. Like
Yes.
you were 3 1-drops by turn 2 pretty often, and we just didn't see this here.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess it just goes to show, right? Like, so the bracket that we have right now, right? The first 8 decks we're playing, it's gonna have its results, and we're gonna have a winner. But if you ran that exact same bracket again with us playing it, it could be totally different. Like
Absolutely.
I think every matchup could go the other way, except for mono white versus blue white, which feels cursed.
I still think that there is the potential for overwhelming whatever blue white can do.
I agree.
Because there just is a finite amount of board wipes that can be dealt with, and you can refill your hand and board fairly quickly.
Yeah.
There is the problem of like sometimes Jace Architect, I thought, is just way too good against you.
Yeah.
And Dream Trawler is a huge problem as well. But it definitely can happen either way.
Back to Blitz. Is there anywhere we want to play Pyroclasms on the board? Because both of your Prowl creatures live to it, and with Soul Skirmish in play, it just shrinks the whole team by 2.
Yeah. Niv Magus does not live.
Or
on
Blistercoil
one. Or
Weird.
Blistercoil, yeah.
You would have to do tricky sequencing.
But yeah, I mean, it's
That's
very
really,
possible.
really. That's like
Yeah,
kind of
because
genius.
Blistercoil, you could have like just like cast another spell and it lives.
Yeah.
But like, are you bringing in Pyroclasm against Rhinos? It's like
I would just because like
because how else are you beating Rhinos, right?
Yeah, like
well, it also puts -1 counters on your stuff. Doesn't
no, it
it?
doesn't. It's only opponents.
It's opponents. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
That makes sense because you played a lot of Soulscar Mage. You were
Oh, I was a big Soul Scar Mage advocate. But I also got to play with Reckless Rage. So.
didn't you? You played it in Standard,
With Wizards Lightnings and all that
Yeah.
good stuff.
and you played it in Modern for a little while too.
Yeah, I've played Burn. Obviously, that wasn't a Burn card, but I also played Prowess for a little bit. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Has this list been updated since we switched to Moxfield? Because I'm pretty sure it might have just been Nick made this with the first tournament that we played when it was Goldfish. And then, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I think it did, but that's something that's worth confirming. I'll check that on my my Moxfield after this. If this deck somehow gets more money, it could be crazy. I also think
Also,
I don't think it's plain Bolt.
I also really like any type of card that deals 4. Like I would probably play a Flame Slash in here.
Oh
They're
yeah.
bolts, okay.
Like it's just 1 mana deal
Just did
4. It just deals with bigger things. And even if, like, let's say a Dream Trawler's an X5, right?
You can make it work.
You can shrink it for 4.
Also, if you're playing against, oh yeah, true. And if you're playing against Dream Trawler, you can like Flame Slash, it resolves, and then you can like flashback a Lava Dart and they have to tap it down.
Yeah,
Which-
exactly.
Because that's how you beat a Dream Trawler, right? You like force them to tap it down because thankfully Wizards added that line of text. Yeah, it's so weird. This was very different from the last time we played, but we just play a game with variants, so
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what happens. That's why you play the matchups, honestly.
yeah, and that's kind of the cool thing, right? Because we saw this is the same day that we filmed all of our videos on the rack, which will probably come out later. But a lot of those went not how we expected, I think. And yeah, it just comes down to there's variance in the game.
Gotta play it, yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm glad we got that
All
film.
right.
We'll get that out and rectify our bracket before we move too much further.
Yep.
Cool. We decided we like this. Good games as always.
Good games.
All right, so that's it for Mono Red Blitz. The rematch looked pretty different from the original game, but like I said, that's okay. We just play a game with variants, right? So now we've got our 4 decks that are going to be moving on to the second stage of the tournament. I'm definitely excited to see how these go. We'll be getting that content out to you pretty quickly. And our buddy Chris, who was over, you heard him in the video. We actually recorded a lot of content with him playing Mono Black Rack. So the discard deck with the Rack, Shrieking Affliction, and all that. So I think we're going to do a couple of videos in addition to our bracket videos that are going to be showcasing that deck against a variety of opponents so we can kind of see how that stacks up in the metagame. So we're going to try and keep getting that content out to you while progressing along on the bracket. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Glad we got that rematch in, and we'll see you soon for another video.